Welcome to this View News special report from the Nigerian Correctional Service online television. Opening ceremony of capacity training on performance management system, PMS, for paramilitary officers. A promise delivered. I am Assistant Superintendent of Corrections, Taiwo Omonu. In this special report from the General Abdulrahman Dambazao Conference Hall, Nigerian Correctional Service Headquarters Abuja, was the venue of a landmark capacity training program. Nigerians' path to excellence in public service delivery takes a significant step forward as the Ministry of Interior launches a capacity training program on performance management system, PMS, for officers from the Nigerian Correctional Service, Nigeria Immigration Service, the Nigerian Security and Civil Defense Corps, and the Federal Fire Service. This initiative signals a powerful commitment to transforming the sector into a more accountable, result-driven, and efficient public service institution. The training set to roll out in 3 distinct batches is the direct fulfillment of a pledge made by the Honorable Minister of Interior, Dr. Olubunmi Tunji-Ojo, during a recent ministerial retreat held in Zuma Resort, Suleja, Niger State. The atmosphere is charged with expectation as officers and high-ranking officials gather to embrace this pivotal shift. The ceremony commenced with a powerful opening address by the Permanent Secretary of Interior, Dr. Magdalene Ajani. Our introductory remarks served as a clear reminder of the Ministry's unwavering commitment to its personnel.
The training marks a significant milestone in our collective journey to reform and strengthen the public service in line with the federal government's agenda to enhance productivity, transparency, accountability, and overall service delivery. As we are all aware, the public sector remains critical to national development, and improving how we manage performance is essential to achieving our strategic goals.
A moment of profound unity followed with the delivery of goodwill messages from the 4 controllers and commandant generals of the respective services.
So I like to say that this is a very huge gift that the minister has given us. The minister has graciously accepted to finance this training, and that's why today we are here. We want to say that we are very, very grateful to you, sir, for giving us this opportunity, for this training. After this training is conducted, I'd like to assure you that you see a change, and we'll try our best and give you the best. Because anything that is short of the best is not smart of you. You have seen that you are somebody who wants to deliver success, especially that you have been on our toes, to work in tandem with the renewed home agenda of Mr. President. We promise you that on that note, we will try to do our best and make everyone that will take what we learn from here and put it into practice.
Of course, we appreciate the Minister for this kind gesture, and we also want to assure him that it will be an avenue for us to actually engage actively with the facilitators and ensure that we bring all our challenges to the fore and we sharpen our skills. But I can assure you that it will not be an exercise in futility, because we will ensure that we engage actively and we achieve as much as we can.
For us in the Nigerian Correctional Service, this conversation could not be more relevant. We are reforming an institution that deals directly with human transformation. To achieve true correction and reformation, we must also reform ourselves. The way we plan, the way we execute, the way we evaluate, and the way we deliver our responsibilities. Ultimately, progress begins with personal accountability. When each of us takes ownership of our roles and performance, with sincerity and diligence, we build a collective culture of excellence that results in measurable outputs.
We must concentrate. We must make this workshop, this training, to be collaborative. to be lively. We have the DCGs here, the ACGs, and the head of units. Our major task, it's not possible to gather all the services here. You should have it behind your mind that your major task for being here, you have to go down to your unit, to your department, to go and cascade this thing down. It is compulsory. It is a task ahead of us. I want us to concentrate.
Their presence and collective endorsement underscore the unified front in adopting the new PMS framework. The pinnacle of the ceremony was the keynote address by the Honorable Minister of Interior, Dr. Olubunmi Tunji-Ojo. With an emphatic tone, he set the long-term vision for the program, signaling that this is merely the beginning of a sustained transformation.
Sovereign came on board with only one agenda, with only one mantra, and that mantra is innovation. Innovation in the way we act, innovation in the way we speak, innovation in the way we relate, and innovation in the way we provide solutions to problems. What we are trying to do is to amplify your efficiency. What we're trying to do is to attenuate your inefficiency and your deficiency. It is, if you learn well, it helps you to become better engineers. And what determines your next level in service, as far as a minister of interior to the glory of God, is your performance and your efficiency. I've also told the CGs that we must bring back the era when we decorate people with medals for not just for gallantry activities, but even for innovation and excellence. There must be a reward for innovative thinking.
Paving the way for a high-performing future, the opening ceremony concluded was more than an event. It marked the dawn of a transformation centered on institutionalizing a result-oriented culture, defining key result areas and key performance indicators for objective appraisal, and addressing targeted training and capacity needs. The Ministry of Interior has demonstrated its commitment to excellence in public service delivery. On the third and final day, the closing ceremony was graced by the presence of one commandant, two controllers general, the Nigerian Security and Civil Defense Corps, the Nigerian Correctional Service, and the Federal Fire Service, who joined the participants to officially conclude the 3 badges training. In a symbolic gesture of unity and accountability, the certificate of participation was co-signed with the Deputy Controllers Generals. Before the certificates were issued, each officer from the participating services stood before the hall to briefly summarize the key lessons they had learned and their plans to implement them upon returning to their offices. It was a resounding display of commitment and readiness to drive changes. In his closing remarks, the Commandant General of the Nigerian Security and Civil Defense Corps, Professor Ahmed Abubakar Audi, who spoke on behalf of the Honorable Minister of Interior, Dr. Olubunmi Tunji-Ojo, encouraged all participants to fully operationalize the knowledge and strategies gained during the training. As the ministry continues to champion performance excellence, this comprehensive 3-batch training on the performance management system promises to be the catalyst that ensures Nigeria's vital paramilitary services are not just operational, but optimally and ethically performing. The stage is set for a significant uplift in institutional effectiveness. And that wraps up our Grill News special report on the opening and closing ceremony of Capacity Training on Performance Management System, PMS. For paramilitary officers, a promise delivered, as produced and written by Deputy Superintendent of Corrections, Franca Awa, and edited by Deputy Superintendent of Corrections, Solomon Njua. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our social media handles showing on your screen. I am Assistant Superintendent of Corrections, Taiwo Omonwu. Stay safe, stay informed, and stay out of crime.